everything. I'm wearing a full set suit, and yeah, I'm fine. Was that convincing? I've never felt more like myself, not wearing clothes, and about to do crafts. Let's get into it. You've already seen the title of this video, which I don't really know right now, but it is in the realm of wrapping gifts. I've done a video on this before, but it was a very bad rap song 4 years ago. It does include a lot of very insightful information that I will maybe not cover in this one. Wow, do I have a color palette or what? This is all you need to know about me. Sometimes I get really sick of wrapping presents in the same exact thing. I don't even like this anymore. The better thing is to just do it yourself. I'm gonna show Crumbs where he's allowed to sit. Hello? Hello? Well, this isn't starting well. I'm gonna wrap 5 different gifts in 5 different aesthetics for all the different people in your life. The cool thing about all of this is the baseline is using one item, which is craft wrapping paper. I went to Joann's and I got a bunch of stuff that I thought I could use without knowing anything. And I'm gonna put them together here and maybe you'll get inspiration by it. And if not, this is just me making my case for craft brown wrapping paper. You can't go wrong with this. I also got a bunch of different colored cardstock just in case I wanted to make a card with it or a name tag. I also got 3 different spray paints. I got a satin ivory, I have a robin's egg blue, and then I have a metallic silver that I got for free because it was like 5 years expired, which seems unhealthy for sure, but it was free. Every STD. That's sad. I got a gang of different ribbon. You see it. When I was walking in and when I was walking out, they had a lot of fake floral arrangements that were discounted, so I just grabbed a handful of those. And then for name tags, you should always customize a name tag on a gift. When people see their name, when people hear their name, it triggers something in our mind that we're like, we're worth it. Give the people a name. It's really simple and it makes you feel really, really good. I also grabbed small little paints, very bad at grabbing anything. I got this foliage leaf stamp, which is not really Christmassy, but I figured if I use a metallic gold paint, then it could be. And the most important part, aside from the craft wrapping paper, is double-sided tape. Here's how to wrap a gift in the easiest way possible. Put the gift on the paper. You wanna eyeball the sides of the paper to go up the gift about 3/4 of the way. And then make a cut. You wanna pull one side of the wrapping paper on top of the gift. Use the whole roll and overlap it. Where those 2 edges meet, that's where you want to adhese them together. So you cut the excess off, and then what I really like to do is crease every part of the corner so it ends up looking really sharp. Also, it tells you where you need to put your tape. And then I use double-sided tape. Depending on how big the package is, use 3 to 5 pieces of tape and get as close as you can to the very top. Stick that together. If the package isn't perfectly center, just push it until it's perfectly center. And then start with one side. You wanna put the flap down, making a huge crease at the very top. Once that's taut, then crease the sides of it and then flap those in. I use double-sided tape there to secure those 2 flaps. Once those are secured, then I recrease the bottom flap and then push it up, seeing how much excess flappage I have. From there, fold inwards the pointy part so that your line hits the center of the package. It should look like the back of an envelope on each side. For this, I usually use 3 different pieces of tape, 1 down the center and then 2 diagonally. And it really doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna make it look perfect with all the embellishments, which is how we live our life. I'm really excited because I am gonna be learning at the same time. Welcome to me figuring it all out, which is, I guess, this entire channel and my entire career. Thanks for being along for the ride. Oh no, I need a hot glue gun. While we do this, heat up a hot glue gun. I only have 1 glue stick and that's not gonna be enough, but we'll figure it out as we go along. Okay, we have our brown package. Kind of looks like a bomb now that I'm Oh, is that why people don't buy this anymore? Because they look like bombs? Well, okay. All of the gift wrapping, aside from 1, are not traditional. So you can even use this if it's not for Christmas. You could use it for birthdays. You could use it for anything else. I mean, Christmas is somebody's birthday. Jesus. I have these 2 really pretty jewel tone, really thin ribbons. I'm gonna pull the ribbon really tight, and then once it goes over itself, maybe like a finger or two's worth, then I'm gonna cut it so we know how long we need this to be. I'm gonna pre-cut the rest. So we have 4 strands. Honestly, I don't think it needs more than 4. So now we're gonna do the other side, measure also 4 of these this way. This is really simple. Okay, I think I'll have enough just for exactly what I need. Look at that. It all works out the way it's supposed to. I think it's like exactly the amount. Wow. I'm like mind blown. That was kismet almost. I need to get better scissors, that's for sure. Let's start with the long side first. Decide which part is the top. Take your hot glue gun. Right here where this meets is where I'm going to put one. Hello? Oh, it wasn't on. Ugh, we were prepared. In the meantime of that heating up, we can at least work on the name tag. For the name tags, I found little circular pieces of paper that had a ring around them. Some were gold and some were silver. If you have terrible handwriting and you don't trust yourself with anything, you can find these sticker pages that have capital letters that you can just write a whole word, you can write one initial, you can write a few. And I kept silver with silver rimmed and then gold with gold rimmed. These are theoretical presents, so I just put my initials on all of them. I put you on one of them because it's not always about me. But 3 out of 4 times it is. I felt like the silver one matched more for this coloring. We can pick a garnish at the same time. I mean, now we're just wasting time. So let's pick one of these garnishes. I'm calling it a garnish, but I guess it's a present topper. This one is perfect. I think it's got like a royal feel to it. These are such royal, vibrant colors that I think this does a really good job at brightening it up. Oh my God, we don't care. Show us how to do it. Okay, it's starting. Can you feel it? The excitement is palpable. So I'm just gonna do a dab of hot glue on that. Actually, you know what? I could also hot glue this to the package, and that's fine too. Work quickly because you have to. Oh my God, it's starting so beautifully. Follow the same guidelines as the previous one. We're gonna do one on the top. I'm not gonna do one on the bottom just in case I wanna change the spacing. Now it's clockwork, so just repeat again. Oh my God, that's so pretty. I'm going under, then over, then under, then over, and then flip. Where all of our ribbons meet together, you can't really see it. It's not perfect though. But what we're gonna do with this is cover all of them. We're basically gonna cover up all of our mistakes, like foundation or making a personal email address while in the White House. Ooh, look how pretty this is. I'm stoked. And then do the same thing with the last 2 ribbons, making sure to space them out after you glue them together. I've never seen a gift this beautiful, and we're just starting. I'm just going all the way under this. I'm not weaving it through. I'm just no fuss, pushing down, finishing it off with a name tag. Get creative with what you have. I was going to put twine to adhese this name tag, but I have this lone branch hanging out that I think I'm just gonna do a little curly Q, and then I'm gonna pop this right on top of that curly Q. So now it's like incorporated. Wow. If this isn't so special, this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, gift 2, let's do something a little bit more traditional. Here's a traditional looking gift. Everyone gets a shirt. Since it's a thicker gift, we're using a thicker ribbon. Something that I've always done is layered ribbons. So I also found this felt. This feels like a campfire one. You would bundle up in a campfire and you're gonna bundle this up too. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the top, pulling out enough excess so that when I crisscross it in the back, I have enough to go around and tie it in the front. So you wanna get perpendicular and then flip it around, and now we have what we have left to make our bow. And we'll make the end nicer later. Just cut this normal. Easiest way to do this, which is the most annoying way, is just take it all the way off and then cut your ribbon to the exact same dimensions that you just measured out with the other one. Oh my God. We used the entire ribbon on this one package. We're gonna lay this right on top, felt side out. I'm gonna knot this, but I'm gonna knot it underneath both of these so that you can't really see where the adhesion is. Where that knot is, that's gonna be our end point for our green. So I'm just gonna cut the excess green on both sides so that all that's left is our red. To finish this off, this is a wired ribbon, so we can really do whatever we want with it. I'll make a big loop and then I'll just twist it, and that secures it a little bit without tying it. And then I'll use the excess to make another little loop. So then we're left with 2 little bows. Now we're gonna add our garnish. This is super simple, I'm just sticking it in. This is so cute. It could be done, but again, we need to personalize it. I have found these letters, which are really reminiscent of those small letter beads that you would make bracelets out of. I'm gonna use these for the name. I'm also using twine, and now you get a little game out of it. It's like a word hunt. Cute! I'm gonna add this on top so that there's even one more layer. Go around the back, twisting at the meeting point, and then come back the reverse way. I'm just gonna tie this around itself. I'm gathering the bow right where the knot is so it has a really definitive center. All I'm gonna do here is string together happy on the top and holidays on the bottom. Whoa, that's fucking cute. Sometimes I be impressing myself. Just right here on the edge of the knob, I'm gonna tie them together. I'm gonna double knot it for safety, and then I'm gonna cut really close next to it so it looks like it's just a floating knob. I truly don't think I've ever seen anything more quaint than this. Package number 3. We're gonna use a stamp and we're gonna stamp all over this. So I have this little like sponge applicator. I'm taking my leaf stamp and then adding the gold paint to it. So now I'm just gonna start going in the same direction. That is so pretty. It's like gold foil and distressed at the same time. There's so much texture involved. Now that this is dried and I've added dry shampoo to my hair because I was feeling insecure, I also found this ribbon that I think is bridal ribbon. The way that it looks if you twisted it, this is what Beyonce's DNA probably looks like. I'm gonna wrap it horizontally and then I'm going to use my hot glue and glue it right in the center here. Once that's dry enough, I'm pulling it taut, measuring where it'll overlap, and then snipping that. I'm doing the horizontal one first because once we go top to bottom, we're going to cover that with this again. So it's gonna look seamless. So for here, I'm just gonna go on the top where there's more fabric and not really the transparent part, just so it has something to stick to each other. Pull it, and then match it up perfectly. Cute party of 1. Oh my God. Is this my favorite one? Each one I do becomes my favorite. I think I found my calling. This is where our overlap is. Now is where we cover it up and no one's ever going to tell. Flip it on the back side and do the exact same thing here. Oh my God. Are we seeing this? I wanna be friends with me. I don't like that I said that. Even if this was an empty box, I would want to receive it because it's that beautiful. Since this has its own personality already, I don't want to add too much for the garnish, so I'm gonna go just straight pine cone. I'm gonna adhese this with hot glue. You can do whatever you want. I'm just putting that smack dab in the center. I'm gonna pull it all together with a little bit more twine because I'm gonna add in a U. This is one of my favorite ways to put a name tag on. It looks really professional. Just take your string, fold it in half, and then use this little loop-dee. So I'm putting it through this little hole here. You're gonna put this through the hole. Look at that. I mean, also my horrific manicure. Okay, so now that we have this, we're gonna wrap it around the base of the pine cones. So pretty. I'm just gonna tie this in a bow or a knot, because then again, I wanna cut as close to the knot as possible. Wow! Oh my God, that's so cute! Package number 4. I'm just gonna place down scrap craft paper because I'm gonna spray paint in the house, which is a terrible idea. You know it, I know it, we're all on the same page. Oh my God, what is this, a mask for ants? Ah, it's so tiny. Okay, this is the worst hairstyle I've ever had. This looks like Chewbacca DIYing something. Okay, we're gonna put our hair up, which is something we should have done a long time ago with how involved this is. I'm gonna mark out what half looks like. Now that I know which part I want to be blue, which I guess is gonna be this part because I got some blue on it already. I'm gonna lift this up and then place my other paper underneath it. I mean, there's clearly an easier way to do this, but I don't know what it is. This is going to look like a bad wrap job. This is gonna look like the middle of the Grinch where Cindy Lou Who wraps herself. I'm just gonna spray the hell out of this until it's all robin egg blue on this one side. Okay, how do I feel about it? Fine. I guess this is where we wait for it to dry. I don't have this much time to wait around for everything. I'm just gonna blow dry this until it's dry so that I can move on with my life. This is actually ridiculous. I think like only do this if you're like trying to get someone to fall in love with you. This one's a lot. Let's hit one more. I'm not gonna use this. We're gonna go super simple, super classic, really easy. Sometimes you just go too far. The 5th and final package. I haven't used any of these yet. Oh my God, this would be really pretty. Oh my God, it fits perfectly. I'm gonna glue this on top just so we can use it, making sure that is perfectly aligned. Same thing we've been doing, flipping this around and then hot gluing that down. I will run out of hot glue. Holding it taut, pressing it tight. Same thing with the thin fabric. What if I saw what this was like? That's actually so pretty. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so then we have bronze, skinny, bigger, another bronze, and that should round out the whole width of the side of the package. I love this. It's really unexpected, and that's why I like it so much. I'm gonna tie this in a knot and then in a bow. Just the fact that it has the same materials as we're using on the actual package will make it look like it's all part of the same thing. I'm gonna fold them in half, and then I'm going to cut from the center diagonally towards the outside of them. Look at that. That is cute. Jeez Louise. I'm just gonna hot glue it right on the top. What are we doing here, folks? Unless it's the best thing we've ever done. That is so beautiful. Stop. Going back to this one. Sure, it's not dry. That's fine. We will deal with it. I'm just gonna start taking it off, and it's actually coming off really easily. And all we're left with is a really clean line. Oh, it's really pretty. Maybe it's worth all of the heartache. I'm gonna wrap it in bronze. Now that we have our first diagonal, let's hit it with the second one. And I'm gonna kind of cover it. So it's not gonna be the full way, it's just gonna be a peak of bronze. So I'll just do one notch on the side, one in the center. From here, the only thing left to do is put this cute thing on it. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, as always, put my initials on it because this is a gift for me. I'm going to hot glue these on the diagonal, just using the design that we already have. Come on, I know I say that every time, but oh, this looks so pretty. We officially have done it. It has been a long time. It's fully nighttime now. At least I have 5 presents out of this. Merry Christmas, me.